All right, our improv skills are kind of really tested.
You ever been hit in the head by a field goal net? You're in good hands, Bob.
It's one of those days, Dave.
Yeah, it sure as hell is. No, not a day I've ever had before. Yeah. So a 7-hour game. So here's a story you probably haven't heard. Chris Fry, the linebacker, the Michigan State linebacker, is following Saquon Barkley down on a wheel route down the sideline, and it's incomplete. Well, they don't even throw to him, so they're walking back in the fourth quarter, and Barkley says to Fry, "You know, Ohio State lost. We're playing for the Big Ten championship." And Fry said, "Really?" He didn't even know they lost. That's the kind of weird day it was. I thought it was going to be daytime when we did this video, but it's not.
The Big Ten East is kind of jumbly.
Wide open. So,
but the game itself, Dave, I mean, last 3 games Penn State's lost. They've had leads in the fourth quarter if you go back to the Rose Bowl, and they have not been able to finish. And it was a story again today.
I don't know how you prepare for a game like this. They were up 14-7 with at 1:14 p.m. we had a lightning delay that went on and on and on and on and on and on. And I don't know that I saw more than 2 bolts of lightning in 3.5 hours, right? Yeah. This is an NCAA rule, but Michigan State's is even more strict. It's usually an 8-mile radius. Any lightning, it's a half-hour delay. Michigan State's is 15-mile radius, and then they decided on like 3.5 hours. And basically, it was a lot of rain. Power got knocked out in Lansing and parts of Lansing. Some of the bars got their power knocked out. So some of these people left here, then went to the bars and couldn't watch any games there. That would really be hell. So a lot of them, whatever beer they drank, they came back here and they were loud, and there were about 10,000 people, and you could actually say Michigan State had a home field advantage. Yeah, it was crazy.
Just 111 total yards for Barkley. Not much of a factor really in the game. No touchdowns this year for the first time. Dave, the game's 24-24, and 2 plays stood out to me. Penn State's driving, Tompkins can't hold the slant on 4th and 3, where he's going to get the first down. Yeah. And then Michigan takes...
And Barkley was very available on just a little flip over the line of scrimmage, which would have been a lot easier play, a lot easier catch, but Trace never saw it.
They're pretty deep in Michigan territory. Yeah. Michigan State gets the ball. They don't give it up, but there's a roughing the passer call on Marcus Allen.
On 3rd down, they would have had to
probably going to have to punt and go into overtime. Yep. 2 key plays in the game, and also Brian Lewerke, the Michigan State quarterback, could not be more impressed.
Is a stud.
He is going to be a problem for Big Ten defenses for the next couple of years. Just a game that Penn State could have won, but Michigan State found a way to win, and Penn State's lost 2 in a row by a total of 4 points.
And now, not only is Penn State kind of out of the playoff picture maybe, but the Big Ten is probably out of the college football playoff picture unless Wisconsin can run the table from here on out. I don't see any other way. You mentioned it, and I don't think there is any other way. It's going to be Bucky or nothing. Michigan State is now on a high. Ohio State got obliterated in Kinnick. More Kinnick magic. And now Michigan State goes into Columbus, and that's not thunder. That's just a bench rolling down, rolling thunder in through the portal. Anyway, the weirdest, strangest game I've ever been a part of in 29 years of covering college football. You, I think, probably yes, right?
David, I'm so much younger than you. I could barely think back 5 years. No, it is.
But
bizarre day.
I said last week that this race was far from over. I really believe that, and it certainly is. So we'll just have to see what transpires the rest of the year until. What are we doing? Rutgers next week?
Don't sound too excited.
Wow! In Beaver Stadium. Adios.